Hi everybody, good morning. I'm doing now this room Logstash data processing unit. Basically learn how to collect, process and transform data with Logstash. So Logstash basically collect data from different source, from input like this. You can either with without plugin straightforward, or we do filter. The couple of filter which changing data on it, changing the data, replacing the data, removing some data, and basically and then that data get passed to for example to Elastic or anything. So this is used for multi type of when you have different type of login system and all of that. Okay, let's start the room. I need to SSH to the machine. Password is analyst TryHackMe. Let's use the same password, analyst TryHackMe. Okay, I'm root. Okay, let's go connect to next one. Now Elasticsearch, we have a couple of mini rooms of TryHackMe using it. It is a distributed open source search analytic engine that allow you to store, search, analyze large volume of data. So basically we did this before. It's built on top of Apache Lucene and provide a scalable solution for full text search. Now in TryHackMe now they teach us now, if we can go to home tools, we can see it's Elasticsearch is there. They give us the package in Debian, so we can dpkg-i. That's how you install a Debian package in Linux with the dpkg command. Already it gives you the version, so we have Elasticsearch version 88.1 is installing. If we follow the installation, of course, will give us the automatically created as a password for super user. It will create for us a reset password and enrollment token for Kibana. Kibana later on we see it. And then of course we can do the system CTI enable, so at boot time, so you have what the term you contain Linux, not persistence. Basically when you reboot the system, restart the server, reboot it, so it will start automatic. So we have a semi-link done. It's still installing. Let's wait for the status, and then Elastic will put its configuration file in the etc as most of Linux system and the Elastic. So we have a couple of directories. The main configuration file elastic.yaml, where you get all the information. Then we have the Java 1, then the login platform, the 4J, the users, the roles, and the mapping and all of that. So now after some configuration we can answer this question. One question we can answer now: what version Elasticsearch was installed in task? It's clearly tell you here, like we're installing 8.8.1. so we have the version that we already know. What default port Elasticsearch run on? If we look, for example, remember, no, what's that question? He said directory. Once all three components are installed, the Kibana interface will be accessed from 5.0. So this is not Elastic, so the Kibana, we are not there. So let's wait for our installation. It's not yet. Basic, we need to configure the network host. Okay, we get it. So if we go to etc elastics, so we have this 4 file. We're more interested in one file, particularly Elasticsearch, elastic.yaml file. Let's search any port information, and yeah, you can see it's a default port is here, so it has the default port. And you can see here it tell you network section. In this section we see two viable network hosts and HTTP port. Uncomment these two and change the value network host variable to localhost 127. And then okay, if we can comment this, is by default that's the port that is working on, so this is 92000. This is the network section. We can see here. Now we're looking for network host. Where is the network host? Network host. You can see the default IP is here already. So if we comment this, this is the default IP. We can use it for answer one of the question. It said which default value of network host. You can see the network host is already there. So that's the IP, and we've been asked to change it to localhost. So because we test our lab, so we can test this there, and that's it. And now we need to restart as a system, as Linux system, systemctl restart elastic. I don't know whether they pick it as straight, but in any case service. Let's wait for it. Now it's restarting. In theory, we should be able to, after a start, we can able to we can check the status command. It's running, so we know it's running in port 92000. We said this is for Kibana, but we can change it to 9200. Elastic should be running that port. What else? What command also to check the status of Elasticsearch? We already did this question here. That's the command we use to do the status. Why is not running? What they need? No, but Elastic should run without Kibana. I'm not confused myself. That's very strange. Now I'm confused. Really? It's not supposed to run 9200. This is Kibana, so Kibana is not installed. We'll come back to this story now to see what's going on. Now we are doing Logstash. Logstash is different component, so it's under the tools. If we go back to our tools, we have Logstash. It's a Debian, so we can install it also. dpkg -i Logstash. Let it install. So it is impacting version 8.1-1. So basically that's it's the same version. No, this one TryHackMe is running 8801. It's the same things, of course. Now Logstash persistent, we will use the following command to make the Logstash safe. Is rewarding the daemon, enable it restart. I think this one is more reloading to be, I think, connect with Elastic or something. I forgot why we reload the daemon now. But this too is basically to enable at boot start. Same things as status. Remember, it's all Linux, so all command does the same. So it's the same structure. Now it's same things. You can see all under the folder etc. So Logstash, you have his own files. Let's see how is faster. It's still there. The main is always the main configuration file, the Java, the login system, the pipeline, the config pattern. It's better to understand this with the practices. Now, also we need to get that okay with there. Let's reload follow these steps after we install the systemctl. Reload daemon reload. I think we should be connected, and systemctl enable at start logstash star dot service. No, now it's enabled at startup, and then we can start our we can start it, and then we can check the status. If it starts without errors, we can see it's starting fine. And then, as we said, we can do vtc logstash, and let's get the main file logstash.yaml. Let's not jump. What version of the it was just installed, but is there a command we can do? How? I don't think log save. No, is the status should show us the version or not? Is there a command we can see the version? Because we saw the version is when he was installing it. Where is it? That's Elasticsearch. Then we did the logs. You can see 881, but I was looking if there is a way we can is there a command we can do to know what version is running? It's a good question. I'm not sure what it doesn't tell you here what version is running. Let's see, how about this one? It's still not it's connecting. 10.10.7.209 10.10.7.209.92. I'm really surprised why I'm not getting Elasticsearch running. Okay, let's do this and see what we have. What is the configuration reload interval set by default logs? Okay, log. Let's see, vim etc logstash.yaml. He said the question is reload. Let's search for reload. Where is reload? Configuration reload automatic. Configuration reload interval is 3 seconds. So we know it's 3s. What we supposed to change here? And go to the pipeline configuration setting. Pipeline configuration setting. What I supposed to do there? Pipeline. Let's search for pipeline. Previous. No. Why I'm not getting pipeline? Okay, next. Pipeline work. Where is that heading? Public location configuration setting. That's it. So we go now public configuration setting, and they said two variable integer. Configure reload automatic to true. Configure reload automatic to true. Configure setting. Configure reload automatic to true. Periodically check if the configuration has changed and reload the pipeline. So that's for automatic stuff. We can put this on true. And then the next one is as follow: configuration automatic true. Configure reload interval 3s. Configure reload. Usually because they are default, so even if you don't comment it, it stays the same. And then to do that, we need to do systemctl restart logstash.service. operation restart, so we forgot letter S. We can check the status so everything is fine. It's early morning, I'm a bit tired, so okay, that's fine. Well, so I know, you couldn't play with me. Did we did anything wrong? That's why Elastic is not running. Well, and then we forgot something very important, to copy the we need the password, because it told us like the admin password and then for Kibana later on. Why am I not able to start Elastic? Let's see. System CTS status Elastic search.service is running. This is running in different port, I don't know about it. Let's go back to Elastic quickly. Yeah, we're supposed to do two things, the host and then the HTTP port 92000. Let me confirm quickly etc elasticsearch.yaml file. Network host is 127001. HTTP port is 92000, so we already have both of them. We did a restart. Network host 127001. By default is only accessible on localhost. Set a different address here to expose this node on a network. As we install all these components on the same host, there will be update network host 127 and I don't know, the connection reset by server. Okay, let's follow. I'll come back again, we'll figure out our mistake. Kibana who expert in investigation with the LK room. Let's go through the process of installing Kibana. So today it's all about installing. Okay, let's go cd Kibana cd Kibana ls. We have the dpkg -i Kibana. Let it install, and then let's see, easy question we can use. Nope, we don't install the port, and then how many directory we get. We are installing 8801 and default port of Kibana. Let's see what we have here. Installing Kibana, same processes because it's a debian package. We load the daemon, a daemon, and then Kibana status, and then what? Configuring Kibana etc. See, you have all the same stack here. etc Kibana ls. We have 3 files there, and then let me do this. Open the Kibana wire using the command and go to the system Kibana server section, system Kibana server, and then we have the file, and then we need to increment the following variables. So 5601, which is basically this one. This is important to note that if the server IP changes, it should be updated here. The server IP does not change in the production environment. In that case, the parameter will not be changed often. Once the changes are made, then the config, of course, will restart Kibana. and then we need to access to it. Let's see our mistakes. I still don't say why our friend Elasticsearch is not running. But it doesn't. Do I need Kibana for? You think no? The Kibana and the Elastics are not. Why the 9.2 is not working? Yeah, am I missing something? I don't know. Uh, when I did this room before, I think I was able to start elastics. Status is running. What Kibana is not. What do you guys think? There is an issue here. Let's assume. But there is no reason. Doesn't tell me we need to install the whole things for things to work. Okay, after we do a restart, then we welcome to Kibana. Let's wait for it. Why the Kibana is taking long now? Okay, it's getting okay. Now we have the Kibana, so restart the system, ctl, daemon reload. Then we need to enable like for this you don't, because this is more like if you have a lab. That's why you need to do this enable or kibana.service. Now we know that. We're not restarting because we're restarting. Yeah, we're not starting, just leave it for now. Now let's go with mtc kibana. Kibana.yaml, look for section system. Oh, it's already here. So now what we're doing is server port and server host. Zero zero zero. So oops, server host. Let's do this. I'm getting a bit confused. I notice whenever I start recording, is always there's a problem. Like something doesn't work when you solve a room. Server port, server host, and server port. Where are you, server port? Server port is here. Okay, now we can, because we didn't start it, we can just start it now, because we didn't start it before. You don't need to restart because it's not start. Okay, now we get status. I still don't understand why this our friend Elasticsearch is not running. Is it because my VPN? My VPN works fine. It's connected. What do you think, guys? We are not. Let's start attack box. Why I'm not able now to access anyone? So this is the Logstash we start. This is the Kibana. We configure Kibana fine, so we will use Kibana interface. We need to generate an ormond token to Kibana instance using the following command. Yeah, because we told us about this command when we start Elastics. This is the node super user with this. Ormond token. So our lab, nothing is working. Both Kibana and Elastics are not going through. Dun, dun, dun. And good question, why? If all services they said we are running, they're all running. Logstash, it's also running. PS UX, was that command, not stat? If it should vary 920, 929, grep 9200, 9200, nothing. I thought maybe let me check if it's my computer or something else. Let's see if Kibana can run. It's a funny part. Why it doesn't run from here? Because I'm through VPN. Configure, let's get started. Okay, enrollment token. Let's get enrollment token. As is stated here, we can get enrollment token with this command. So we can paste this, get enrollment token. And then it will show a randomly generated token. Enter the token in the space and press enter. It will ask for Elastic credentials. There are same credentials that were generated during the installation of Elasticsearch. So let's wait for enrollment token, but I still don't get this. Why, my friend, you play with me? 9200, 92,000, 9200. Connection was reset. It can be running in the HTTPS, it can be in the HTTPS. I'm just confused as much. Advanced, what is the risk? Accept the risk. This site is asking me for password, why? Is this? That's strange. He said cluster name Elasticsearch 8801, tagline for search. So if you switch to interesting. Okay, let's forget interesting and let's see what we have here. So if I paste now this, let's configure, let's see what it is. Not a verification required. I forgot this. I need to get the code. So let's take the code. Zero 37649 03764 149. Verify. And then the password, as we know, we got it before when you install Elastics. I think Elastic run under Kibana, that's why I'm got confused, to be honest. Too many rooms, I forgot what I'm doing sometimes. Complete setup, let's wait for it. And then welcome to Elastic. So that's why we go from Elastic. Okay, cool, no problem. And then how many files are found? This we got them already. I think 3 of them. And the what? etc Kibana directory. Kibana only has 3. 1, 2, 3. What's the default port Kibana run on? You can see it's 5601. 5601. So this question we can install 5601. Complete setup. Let's see if we can log in with our password. Configuration recommend Elastic password is what we got. Let's see if we can log. I don't do that. Yeah, we've been able to log in. That's nice. So this is where if you forgot your password, you can do these things. Our friend Elastics now is running. So the port, this one is not really configuration recommend to production environment. It is recommend that you configure server public base URL. We're not playing there. Start by adding integration. Let's see what no, I don't need. Explore my own. Oh, that's our friend. Now I remember these things. Discover. Welcome to no. And then of course they said to us as an example, use the command to stop Kibana. So we need to stop it, I think, so we don't overload the server. Systemctl stop Kibana dot service. What? But image is not loaded. Stop Kibana dot service. Sometimes you type in something wrong, okay? But if we stop it, so we don't have access to Elastics. Okay, we stop it. Let's go down. Now we go to the whole story of Logstash. As I said, you have the input, the filter, the output. That's what Logstash do. You collect data. Logstash is data processing engine that takes data from different sources. So whatever source you get it from, your server, your Linux box, Windows box, go to input, either you filter, do whatever, then output, then go stash, and then from Logstash go to Elasticsearch and all of that. So the input, we can go to reference document now. Let's bring them here. You see now in the documentation of Elasticsearch, you can see the input plugin. This is the available plugin that we have here. In this example, for example, we have all this plugin like file, bits, TCP, UDP, TCP, for example. Where is it? If we click on TCP plugin, remember this is the input ones. All the information and tells meta groups, and then you have the input configuration and tell you what is required and what not. So all this no, yes. which is common sense because its CPU port is required, the rest are not, and you can check all of them wherever the one that you need. HTTP, all of this. The filters. Now after you check the input, you have the output, then you have the filter. If you input, then you play what you do with inside the input, the filter. For example, now when the Krog is one known famous, there's another room that use it in the Krog. Description: pass arbitrary text and structure it. Krog is a great way to pass unstructured log data into something structured and queryable. Pass unstructured data using custom pattern and extract structured field and all of that. I think we don't need this now. We can just jump that. The filter, a drop event with my wherever, then output. Now if we go to the output plugins, the whole list of output, we can have output plugin are here. CSV, CloudWatch, email, exec, file, all of them. So output plugin, they give us some example here. And then what we have now? So which plugin is used to perform mutation of event fields? Input mutation. What plugin do mutation? It's a mutate plugin. I think that's a name for it. The output plugin, the mutate. Where I saw it, mutate, translate. No, it's not translate. Mutate. Perform various mutation event fields such as renaming, removing, converting. So we mutate with this plugin. The next one is which plugin can be used to drop event based on certain condition. Drop event in much specific condition, useful for filtering out unwanted events. So you drop them. This thing is better understand it with example. It's not like straight with just memorize. It's better when you have something, you come here to the documentation, select the plugin that you want, the syntax, and play with them. Which plugin pass unstructured log data using custom pattern? Custom pattern is what we talk about it here, the Krog filter plugin. The Grok. Now if we go to now the configuration, how to configure now this plugin, because now we have them. The example here, for example, they're using TCP input. Let's go to input plugin. Let's say, for example, TCP. Where is it? TCP. Of course, the first thing in any plugin is, of course, the know which requirement for the fields. So which fields are required. You can see the port is required. The rest of them are not required by default. And that's what your wish is, like the input, the name of the plugin, and then your variable. Your variable is this ones. You always need to put which one is required. So that's one, because the plugin will not work without it. You can see they're using this symbol for values. The filter, for example, JSON filter. Let's say filter input. If we check the same example is using now, JSON filter. JSON filter it takes an existing feed which contains JSON and expand it into an actual data structure within Logstash. Is only one field is necessary, is the source. So that's why you same the plugin, the filter, name of the plugin, and then the variables. It's always the same structure because now source is the mandatory field. The output, like here for example using Elasticsearch as an output, output plugin Elasticsearch, because now we're trying to output the data to Elastic, so we use Elastic output plugin. What's necessary in this one? If we look here, no, well, all of them are not necessary. It seems so. Oh, show that no field is mandatory, but still we will use the field like host and index to show the host address and index, so you can, of course you can use the index on, but it's not necessary to add them. Final configuration. Now that we have, so this is the first one, it is TCP, we filter initialization, then we send it to Elastics. So basically Elastics in 920. Oh, that's why the port 920 here. Nice. What's next? We'll save this configuration with the extension .conf into the path elasticsconfd. To make it work, in the next task we will create some configuration using different plugin. Let's try this one. He said in etc logstash conf.d, and we call it some name. Let's call it tcp.conf. Let's put that. Let's test it later on. For now, let's see. Is index mandatory in Elastic? No. In Elastic, nothing is. All of them are. They're not mandatory. All of them in. Look at the file input plugin documentation. Which feed is required in the configuration? Look at the file input. File input. Input file. Let's go to the configuration setting. Which one is? Yes, it's the path. So path is the mandatory field. So we can put that there. Look at the filtered CSV. Filter CSV. Filter integration. Filter plugin. CSV. What is said? What is the third field option mentioned? Third field option mentioned. 1, 2, 3. It's colon. So let's take that. The next one. Which output plugin you used in the above example? In this, but we use this out. See, the output is Elasticsearch. So we did that. So we finish. Input configuration. Now we go in some example, but input, filter, and output. So we have 3 options. We play around it. Now file input plugin. So basically, it's always, as I said, is the input, the first parameter. Then you name the plugin, and then you put whatever parameter that you have. Like in this case, is a file. You define the path, the start reading from the beginning. This is like what the dev null. So error message, set the path to since.db file, which keep track of the current position of the file. I'm very strange because this is like a dev null, so there is nothing there. So I'm not sure what exactly logic here. This is a couple of examples, but as I said, it's better for these new rooms of TryHackMe to give a real example. Bits input plugin. So this is a bits plugin. If we go to the input plugin, what is the bits plugin is doing? This input plugin enables Logstash to receive event from bits framework. I know what bits framework. The following example. Okay. TCP is TCP, as we said. The port, the codec. Definition of the codec is to be decoded. UDP. Oh, there is an UDP input. HTTP is an example. Each input plugin provides specific configuration option tailored to its functionality requirement. The example above demonstrate configuration the plugin. So all this is a couple of examples which basically you can get all of them here. It's a bit of a find a nice example to practice these things. If you want to read the constant stream from TCP port, which import plugin, it's a TCP, so we need to use TCP plugin. According to Logstash documentation, the codec plugin are used to change data representation. So if we the codec plugin, where is the codec plugin? What? The codec plugin are used to change the data representation. Which codec plugin you use for the CSV based data representation? Where is this codec things? Is an input plugin or filter? Should be filter plugin or input output filter codec. Cipher clone output. It's not output. Codec plugin, current codec plugin. Oh, the codec plugins, okay. According to Logstash documentation, the codec plugin are used to change the data representation. Which codec plugin is used for CSV based CSV take CSV data, pass it and process it along. So this is the plugin, so it's the same name, so it's like straightforward. Okay, now the filter. Now let's do the filter now. Add in a field using a mutate filter. Now let me go back here, the filter input, filter mutate the mutate. The mute filter allows you to perform general mutation in the field. You can rename, replace, modify and all that. So if you go no, so it's not like this one. So the filter, then the name of the plugin, then whatever you want to do here. This. So for explanation, this configurates the mutate filter to add new field called new field with the value. So this is like adding a field, now converting field to lowercase, so manipulating data we use the mutate filter, so lowercase field name, extracting it, and now the crog, remember we said we can use even regular expression, pattern and all of that, so match the crog filter. We are in the filter, yeah, we are in the filter now. And then the output, removing empty field using the prune filter, removing empty field, replacing basically all these filters they are here, filter plugin, all of this, dropping event based on condition, hold on, an if statement, what plugin we use, if status error drop. Oh, you can use if statement, not true. I think, as I said, we need the new rooms for this to understand it very well. Explanation, passing key value pairs using the KV filter. I don't really like when there's too many examples, but we know practical example, because basically you can click any of them and read. So, but it's better to have a Labs. This room doesn't have too much labs of it. I'm not sure why. Which filter plugin is used to remove empty fields from an event? Which plugin used to remove empty fields from an event? Empty field from is the prune filter. Then which filter plugin is used to rename, replace and modify? Replace with what? I forgot again. The mutate filter, that's the one we play around. Now we have some very funny part here. We're having here. Add plugin name to rename the field. So you say rename, we can use mutate. Source IP. Remember what we said? We said the filter, then the name of the plugin. The mutate is the plugin that we rename with. Then the action. If we look, for example, here, example of mutate, so the filter, the mutate, we can add field, lowercase, match. Now let's go to mutate and look for rename. You can see the command. Rename, let's go to rename, filter, mutate, rename. So basically this is the command. You can see the command. We can just come here. And we have, we're into this, so we just replace this with this, so it's easy from the documentation. You can see what we can do here, so straightforward. And then Logstash, why this one is not green? What we forgot here? We stop it, so we stop that. Now let's go to the output, our friend output plugin. This is our output. Sending data to Elastic using Elasticsearch output plugin. So like for example here we're using Elastic like in this room, so we can use this. Define the index, so when you log to the Elastic you found it, then explanation, okay, then write data to a file, so not Elastic's this one, so write data to a file. Send data to message queue using Rabbit MQ output plugin. I'm not sure, I remember this name, why I read it before, I'm not sure. Forward data to another Logstash, so from one search to another, from Logstash to Logstash, so you look another same name plugin. Database JTP output plugin. It's like a blue team is a lot of software to learn from, not like a red team. Okay guys, you can read about these things, because usually this without practice you just forget it later on, but at least I think documentation is good. Kafka output plugin, and then what else? For data WebSocket using WebSocket plugin. Okay, syslog server, so we send it to syslog server. Standard output. Okay, can we use multiple output plugin at the same time in order to, yes you can, that's the whole point of these Logstash stories. Which Logstash output plugin used to print events in the console? To print event in the console is this one, standard output, because that's why we try to print things to the console. Now they give us this question: update the following configuration to send event to syslog server. So syslog server, so the plugin is syslog, of course. Send it to where? Then of course it's syslog host and port. So a host, and this one is port, so this field number 2 is host and this is the port. So basically this configuration is following this configuration, syslog host and port. which we have here. Now the next question is Logstash running configuration. Let's recall the Logstash component below this image to can be represented in configuration as follow. So you can see input, filter, output, which is basically what we did here. Remember when we saved this file here, TCP, input, filter, output. So no plugin or with filter. So Logstash configuration are placed in this. That's what we did. Configuration was standard input, standard output. Let's take a simple illustration below. We already know Logstash provide various input plugin. Our first example will take the input from terminal using standard input. The configuration will look like this. We can skip that because we are not using any filter in this example. Let's try this example using the following command. Okay, what's the command? Let's see what we have. Okay, are we supposed to say something? Hi. No, doesn't want to talk to me. Let's try this using the following command. Is input standard input, output standard output. Warning, could not find Logstash YAML, which is typically located in the what the hell? Oh, he use hi here, original. So if you get hello, welcome to TryHackMe Learning Lab. The above is we enter the two input hello and welcome to TryHackMe Lab. Okay, let's just try welcome for us. So what exactly is doing? You just both were reflected back in terminal as we used the standard output. So you tell him hello, how are you? He replied to you again. So cool, no problem. Control C. And then now we will see how we can get authentication log, apply some filter and send them over the destination to our choice. Okay, let's save this and see what will happen. Logstash.conf. So input is the file, the authentication start from the beginning, filter, what do we filter in here? Extract the timestamp from the log entry, date match, output in the desktop. Okay, nice. Let's see what happened here. Logstash and run the following command from the location. He said from the location user share. Let's go to that location, share binary log stash. Log. I think there's something wrong with his logic. User share binary. Why is going to FM? User share binary. what the hell? Save this configuration in etc logstash.conf and run the following command from location user share binary logstash. Log save is no command logstash. System ctl status logstash service system service let's see. So the command is here, not what is the domains of logstash.conf. And then hello, let me get another session. Was it SSH? Let me see if anything is happening in SSH analyst at 10.10.7.209. Password analyst TryHackMe. SU TryHackMe. Let's go back to where we are. ls cd home cd is a desktop home desktop cd desktop root cd root ls. This file doesn't exist. What the hell is making this nonsense files? There's no root home desktop path. pw, that's a root folder. There's no root home desktop cd root home desktop, no such file or directory. Let's do this. Let's do correction. The output should be, let's make it in the root straightforward. Let's remove this nonsense. Let's fix it like that, and let's run it again. What was the path we did last time? User share. User share Logstash, the binary Logstash -f log stash .config logstash.config. Let's see now if it does work. Let me see, make sure that we are not shooting ourselves in the foot first. Okay, this path exists, this log authentication is there. This path was wrong, so we fixed that. So now does a file really create now or not? Let's wait for it. Is there any error that we know of configuration found in the configuration source? To the footer, could not find logstash.yaml. Nothing work. There's something we're not doing. No configuration file in the configured source. It's in the conf.d. Vim etc logstash conf.d logstash. We did that, so and then cd user share binary. There is no user share binary. There is a logstash. To go to the binary is that. So if I put logstash command, why is not pick up the logstash command not found? No, because it's in the binaries. Logstash is here -f log stash.conf. Ish, sometimes. I think we're running the command from the wrong place or something. I don't know. Which command is used to run the Logstash config command from the... Of course the command is this, but we're struggling with it, so... Come back now. What will be the input filter output? What will be the input filter and output plugin in the below mentioned configuration if we want to get comma separate value from the command line and upload the terminal output terminal? You can see the plugin is CSV, so, and then remember we talk about these two standard how to spell that one? Standard input and standard output. But we still have problem. I don't get the file. I think, hey, damn it. Config path load, no config file found in the path user share logs is not finding the file, so let's call it etc logstash conf.t. Let's give him the path straight. Let's see. This one, as I said, it's a comma is a CSV input and output is the input plus standard input. Where is the standard input? Why is not here? Standard input. The standard input plugin. Support the following configuration. Description: read the event from standard input. Then the output is the standard output. So that's that. Let's see what we have here. It's still thinking. Come on, my friend, run. Is log how big that file of var log authentication? Not really, it's not that big, so why is it taking long to read it? The funny part is like when you take all this long and then it tell you like all these error messages. Okay, let's go to the next one and see. This is just finished. They give us exercise. A simple example is to examine the web attack CF file. Where is this web? Home desktop web attack. Let's see where is this file, if it exists really. This is the root file. cd home. I know this guy. Where do you see the home desktop? cd ubuntu ls. There's no damn desktop anywhere. find type file name web attack.csv. We did this the input for the past example. Our Logstash output is not the same one, so watch with file so I think this time we're doing something. So we have this file, so basically let's see what we got now. It's doing something, closing file root log. So now it has the file, so we cool. This file doesn't exist in the computer. A simple example is the example web attack.csv file. We will write configuration, apply a filter at the corresponding columns, and send output to another file desktop. My friend, where is this file? Web attack underscore attack. Did I search the correct file? Oh no, underscore. Look me for that file. Web underscore no, just stop. Attacks with an S. Web underscore attacks. Let's go ASV. Let's see if we found it. Whoosh, this machine is really slow. Like this home desktop is usually this. Am I confused now? Because home / desktop usually doesn't work without. You should have a home user desktop. You don't have. Even the find command usually it is faster when you. I think installing this Kibana will stop it, so it's not the problem in Kibana. So I think even it's for subscriber, but the machine is very slow. I can't find this file, guys. I'm not sure if I'm seeing things wrong, because the home file is there. You don't know hidden file, so the cd tools give you the Logstash, and that's it. Cd root directory. Is no file that has data on it, so cd home. What's wrong with you? The home is only Ubuntu and tools. If you go to Ubuntu, hold on, we logged as analytic. Is there something I'm not? ls pwd cd home. I'm logging as analyst and I don't have my home directory. Huh. How they create this user? Who is the analyst? Oh, home analyst. You said home analyst. Why I can't go to my no search back? Guys, I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure what's going on here in this computer. This one, it's still there. Closing file root log site is still there. What was that password again? Give me a second. Analyst TryHackMe. su analyst TryHackMe. cd root. Oh, we have the file. Let's see what's inside that file now. So basically, what it was doing this, taking the VAG log authentication file, read from the start, extract the timestamp from the log entries, date match message, target timestamp, and then the output to data to this. So what exactly? So what? Version 1 timestamp message, you put the date and date, message October. Okay, guys, I can't lie to you too much. This is the original var log authentication. That's how it come. So he read this data, did whatever he did, and then we have the log file here. So we did this example. So this one, Control C, just control it, closing all file and shutting down. Okay, so he's doing whatever he's doing, but this part I don't see this file, because this CSV file, if I'm mistaken, guys, if someone know where is it, you should please let me know. I don't know. This is my best explanation for this room. I hope you like it. Guys, like and share, because it helps the channel. Yeah, I hope they will do more rooms about this, so we can practice this creating, so we can see it straight in Elastics. I think we kill Elastics here, so it's dead. Don't tell me it's working. No, we killed the Kibana. Should not work. Really? Yeah, it should be dead. Yeah, this one is dead too. I don't know. Standard output. Any case, guys, that's okay. Thank you very much and have a good day.